Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from Ncaa, and I just want to take a quick look at the recruiting board. Not going to spend too much time here, but after losing to Alabama, we definitely need to get some help. I mean, our defense pretty much couldn't stop a nosebleed on the ground, and I mean, our defense, offense, nothing was going right. Nothing was going right. So let's just look at our recruiting board, starting with Myles Power, the number 3 strong safety in the nation. I mean, he's pretty good. Let's look at Chris White, 95 speed, another clone of Alex Brown pretty much. Only thing that, is different from him and Alex Brown is Alex Brown came in with a pretty good juke move, better than 88 and better carrying than 64. And Alex Brown is going to be missed come next season. I mean, it's going to be hard getting rid of him, but at least we have Chris White, the number 1 running back in the nation, but we're probably not going to get him. He's number 3 we're considered number 3 on his list, so probably not going to get him. Max Fritz, cornerback, 71 overall. He's pretty good out of Atlanta, Georgia. 92 speed, 84 man is his main specialty, but this is the guy that I'm looking at right here. I'm looking forward to him. Jack Antonini, he's 88 speed, 80 elusiveness, 70 carrying, a decent guy running the ball. I mean, that's pretty good. His catching is actually pretty good too. I mean, he's got 67 catching, which is pretty high for a running back, and he can actually block pretty good as well. 56 pass block isn't like the best rating, but it's actually okay. Looking at the guys who did lock us out though, Nick Catalan, the number 1 free safety, we were low on his list, and then Jace Betts, we were low on his. So we're probably going to let them go. Willie Ocean Jr. is a 71 overall corner. He's probably going to get redshirted, but he does have some good cover skills. 83 man, 76 zone. But here's a running back I'm really excited about. This is Max Schlenning, and the thing about him is that he's like Christian McCaffrey. I don't know who else to compare him to, but if you look at his receiving skills, 80 catching, 79 route running, 91 return. I mean, that is just great for a running back. And then he's got some running back skills, 87 elusiveness, 87 juke moves, 70 carrying, 88 speed. Isn't the fastest guy, but he's going to make people miss. 94 agility, 90 acceleration. I mean, that's pretty good. Looking at Nick Vance, he's a pretty good free safety as well. I want to see where I'm ranked with Schlenning, and we're ranked number 1. But Nick Vance, we're behind by 1,000. He is a decent free safety. We might need some help with Vince Cohen probably leaving, but we're definitely going to need to replace some of our older veterans who are going to be departing soon. Gronowski, a receiver, 69 overall. We're first on his list. Keyshawn Curtin, he's pretty good as well. Out of New York. He's probably going to get redshirted, 68 overall. I do like what he brings to the table, though. He's an overall corner. Not really great at anything. Not really bad at anything. Felix Hunter, 69 overall. We're first on his. Hunter Williams, Preston Collins, and then Avery Haley. So let's look at the guys who did commit, though. Christian Driver, the number 1 actually player, I believe, in the nation. I believe he's number 1, and he actually committed to our school. So he is 78 overall. He's likely going to start. I just like what he brings to the table. 78 catching, 80 route running. He's probably going to be in the slot. And remember, he's Donald Driver's son. So this is going to be a pretty good story. Another Wisconsin guy coming to a Wisconsin school. And then Jimbo Brown. I mean, look at him. He is a monster. 81 speed only, but 90 trucking. I mean, he's going to be tough to bring down. His strength is 84. It's gonna be a guy that's gonna break a lot of tackles. 80 carrying. I mean, he's gonna be a monster. I mean, I haven't had a power guy like that in this dynasty, so it's gonna be kind of cool seeing him there as the power guy. So then Zach Wood ended up committing to BYU. So let's look at the standings real quick. So looking at our side of the bracket, of the division, I mean, it's not too bad. Look at it. I mean, we play Kentucky this week. Kentucky, out of all schools, they're still a 1-star school. They are still a 1-star school, and they are 5-0, 3-0 in conference. We are going up against them. Let's just look at the stats of some of their players. So Clark, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Running the ball, 491 yards is Smith, and then Richardson, 316 yards off 3 touchdowns. I mean, I wouldn't say that they're like great. I mean, they actually beat Florida 17-14. They've won some tough games. They beat Louisville as well, 37-34 in overtime. So that might not be an easy game for us. So we do still have an opportunity to make noise in the SEC. We have to probably win out. Looking at the teams ahead of us, Vanderbilt's actually ahead of us right now. I don't expect them to be there too long, but Florida is there. South Carolina's below us. But looking at the other side of the division, of the conference, Notre Dame, remember we did move them into the SEC. They're number 5 in the country, so they're going to go up against Alabama, the second to last game of the season. That's going to be a good game. LSU, 3rd in the division. I don't think they're going to be competing. It's going to be between Notre Dame and Alabama. So let's look at this matchup versus Kentucky. They are 5-0, a 1-star school still. But let's look. I mean, they're not really great as far as anything stats-wise. I mean, they're 60th in total offense, 83rd in total defense, and Kirk Herbstricht's going with us. He's gonna pick us, and we are at home. So let's hop into this game. Let's get it. Let's go. So going up against Kentucky, they are ranked 15th, and they're undefeated, and they have a pretty good quarterback in Knox, as he can run, he can pass, he can do it all. So we're going to have our hands full on defense, as our defense has failed to basically stop anybody on offense. So starting out this game, here is Knox throwing across the field, having all day to throw, but makes a crucial mistake as Anthony Jeter is there for the interception, and he takes it all the way to the house for 6, as Anthony Jeter continues his ways from last year. He had a couple of rough games, to be honest, to start this season, and there he is on defense, making another mistake, missing the tackle, and Smith runs this one all the way for 75 yards. I mean, this is just too common of a theme for this defense this year. Too many big plays, and you could contribute that to maybe the sliders that we are using this year, or even just the offensive line play by the SEC teams. I mean, their offensive lines are way better than the Big 12 offensive lines that we are seeing, and maybe that's it. I mean, maybe it's just that, our defense has taken a step back. Maybe that's it too. So here we are here in the first quarter, and trying to stop Kentucky here isn't an easy task. I mean, they have a lot of playmakers at tight end and at receiver that can get open, and you can see that early in this game as they have another playmaker in the backfield, and Ben Smith, and he breaks a tackle and almost gets in for the touchdown. So now facing a 1st and goal, Knox, all they have to do is move the ball 2 yards and they're in for the touchdown, but Red Johnson gets in for the sack. So here's Knox under center, facing a 3rd and goal, this time throwing to Jetter's side, and Jeter makes a nice play, knocking the ball out of the receiver's hands and stopping them from getting into the end zone, as we do get them to settle for the field goal. So now it's a 3-point game here in the middle of the first quarter. So here's Alex Brown, and the thing is, man, Alex Brown has carried us these last 3 years. Without him, we definitely would not be the same team, as Alex Brown picks up 8 yards here on the carry. And here is Albert Vick on a 1st and 10, rolling out right. He can't get it done through the air, so he can get it done with his legs right here, and he picks up the 1st down. So on a 3rd and 3 here is Alex Brown getting the handoff up the middle for another 1st down, as we just continue to feed them. I mean, if they can't stop it, why even stop running these plays with the handoffs up the middle? Because it doesn't seem like they're making many adjustments. But here you can see Albert Vick getting some more running room here and getting almost to a 1st down. But it's a 4th down. We're going to go for it if we got number 7 in our backfield. And there he is, getting close to about the 5-yard line. So on a couple of plays later, 3rd and goal. I'm attempting to run it this time because I trust Alex Brown, and look at that patience, waiting for the hole to develop as he runs in for the touchdown. And that is going to be a 4-point lead here for Marquette here to start the second quarter, as here comes Ben Smith, and he's been killing up to this point. He gets a wide open hole, showing a little bit of patience there. Perfect blocks there by the fullback, and that opens up a running lane for Ben Smith, who has absolutely just been killing so far in this game, as Ben Smith gets another carry. Look at this. I mean, his holes are just wide open. He can't miss those, as another counter play, but this time Big Todd Williams is there for the tackle in the backfield. And now facing a 3rd and 7 under center is Ncaa, and he has all day to throw, but finally the pressure gets to him and he does throw the ball away. 2 for 6. I mean, not bad defense by our secondary as we get them to kick a field goal, but that one is going to be wide to the left. So we do take over here to start this next drive, but too much pressure off of the edge for Kentucky. Didn't have any time to do anything there. So on a 3rd and 25, instead of risking a bad throw, we decide to take the sack. And the one thing that I'm afraid of when taking those sacks is that they're like hounding us. I mean, it's like 3-4 guys around us when they're making those sacks. And I'm afraid to fumble the ball as Jeter back out on defense, his 2nd pick of the game. And Marquette is going to have a minute and 20 seconds here to drive the ball down the field before half, maybe get some points on the board. So now here's Albert Vick this time, throwing across the middle, a couple of short passes, getting it done for the offense right here. And you know what? These throws are on the money, but Albert Vick, he just didn't seem like himself this game. He just didn't seem accurate. He was overthrowing a lot of guys. As here we're facing a 3rd and 7 here. A is wide open, Ben Miller, but we do take the sack that time, so we do have to settle for the field goal, and that one sneaks inside the uprights as we go into halftime up 7 points. So now here's Albert Vick. We have the chance to start this game off, this half off with the ball, as Alex Brown straight puts on a devastating move on 2 defenders as he picks up the 1st down that time. And Alex Brown, I can just tell this is just one of those games that he's going to have to carry us, because nobody can stop him on Kentucky, as on a 3rd and 3 he gets a counter play to the outside, makes a move on one defender, breaks another tackle, and moves the ball for 19 yards on that run play. 92 yards rushing up to this point as he finishes off this drive. A 1-yard touchdown run for Marquette and Alex Brown, and that is going to be a 2-touchdown lead here for the Marquette Golden Eagles, as Kentucky comes back out, and they're not finished. They have a lot of playmakers, like I said, at the tight end position, at the receiver position, who can get open. And just don't throw to Anthony Jetter's side as they test him right there, but don't do that too often, because you know that man's going to be over there and ball hawking all game. As another throw to the tight end, this time Setzer, as he gets open for a 1st down. So now almost a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Here is Ben Smith getting another wide open hole. I mean, this guy is getting all kinds of holes. This offensive line must be crazy good, because like I said, our defensive line is just not getting in at all. But on a 3rd down, we do stop Damian Murphy, the backup running back there, for a 4th down try at a field goal, and that's going to be through the uprights, as we do still retain an 11-point lead. But like I said, Albert Vick just not himself this game. I mean, that was a wide open throw, and he misses the throw on that one. So facing a 3rd and 10, luckily the defender bats it down only and doesn't intercept that one, because we got lucky. We definitely got lucky on that throw. But now we're on to the 4th quarter, as you know, Ben Smith has been carrying this team, and now here is Ncaa finding another tight end, Victor Martin, here for a 23-yard reception. So here is Ncaa handing the ball off to Ben Smith, and look at that cutback lane he has, and Ron Sands saves a touchdown on that tackle, as we do stop them at about the 7th-yard line. And here is on a 1st and goal, Murphy gets the handoff, but loses 1 yard on the play. Dylan Mack on the tackle. So now facing a 2nd and goal here. 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Murphy gets another carry, but this time he uses his momentum and somehow stumbles into the end zone for the touchdown, as Murphy makes this a 4 5-point game actually, and now they attempt to go for 2. Ben Smith back in the game, but we do get to stop him this time. Ben Smith isn't going to run all over us all game, but he does have 196 yards. Man, I mean, what a game by him, and I'm sure it's probably his career high. As Alex Brown, we had to milk this clock. I mean, we have a 4-minute drill pretty much. We had to milk this clock and get it down as low as we can and moving the ball as much as we can so we don't set them up a great field position. But I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about winning this game. Alex Brown's going to take us there as we give him handoff after handoff after handoff, and he is just moving the ball and moving the ball in bunches. I mean, look at these cutback lanes. I mean, look at these yards. He's picking up 7, 8, 12, 10. I mean, he's just getting it done as he eventually milks the clock all the way down, and we're in victory formation as Albert Vick takes the knee and Marquette bounces back after 2 straight losses and gets the win versus our undefeated SEC team. So maybe this will help us out a little bit with the rankings, beating a team that's higher ranked than us, even though it's Kentucky, 1-star Kentucky. I mean, we can do some things with this win. I mean, we can build off of this. It was only a 5-point win. It wasn't a blowout, but hey, whatever it takes to win. So hit subscribe, hit that like button, because we're coming with more of this Marquette Dynasty, getting back into it. So you don't want to miss any action. So let's get it. Let's go.